And here we have the 2.0 Oklahoma Joe Bronco. Just got her on Friday last week, put her together, did the burnout, and first maiden voyage with, guess what? Oh, a pork butt. Yeah. So, just fired her up this morning, got her going, full open, half a chimney. We're looking at 250 right now, so I'm going to start dialing it down. Take her down to 1 and see if she settles down. I'm looking for around 275, 265, 275 for about an 8-hour cook. This thing is awesome. It's got a charcoal door, round lid, same size as the original, pretty much. I don't know that for sure, but I just sold my old one last Friday, and I'm trying this one out. I was really interested in the coal hatch and the rounded lid. I love the Oklahoma Joe Bronco, but you know, I wanted a new one, and they had a sale price for 329 bucks. Couldn't pass it up. Wasn't planning on selling my old Bronco, but I was selling a pit barrel, and I had this one up, my old one up, just to see, and someone bid on it, so I sold it. But I was downsizing anyway. I had 9 grills, so I'm down to 3. So, here we go. Oklahoma Joe Bronco 2.0. See you in a bit. Almost 7 a.m. here. Put her on at 6:30. Working on getting her dialed in. Got the butt on. We're looking at 250 degrees. I usually like to run at 265, 275, but I think right now I'm just gonna let her run while I get ready for work. So this is kind of how I set up my old one. So I got her about number 1 there on the intake. The stack was fully open, and I just kind of tuned her down because it's brand new, and brand new they run kind of hot. So I turned it to 2. I was running just under 250 about 10 minutes ago, so I just notched her up a little over 2 to about 2.5. I usually run the stack open the whole time and just adjust the intake, but brand new grill. I sealed her up there with barbecue sealant. I used the 600 degree, which is red. They have a 400 and something degree that's black. I didn't want to take any chances, plus it kind of looks like a racing stripe, so you know, 2-part grill. If you know about them, you got to piece them together. Pit barrels are all one solid grill, so I like the drums. This thing is built crazy well, man. I can't tell you enough. I expected not much, really, because I love my old Bronco, but it's got all the onboard shit. The handle's really cool because this one is not stationary. You can move it, so when you open it, you just hold it in one position and she just rolls with you. It's really solid. Everything else is solid. The rubber wheels are just fantastic. This is for hanging your grate and your diffuser and whatnot on there. That's your onboard tool for pulling out the basket, which I'll show you in a minute. It's got all your hooks and posts on the back. I'm sure you've seen the videos if you're looking at these grills. Everything's stored on the damn unit, so you don't have to flop them around your garage and try to look for them when you need them. It's all right there. And of course, the charcoal hatch, which is so awesome. You won't need it on the Pro, obviously. Some people have said that. I mean, the Pro is so huge, you probably don't need to refuel unless you're doing one of those crazy, I don't know, 5-day friggin' briskets or whatnot, which I don't do. So yeah, here we go. See you in a bit. Okay, 8 o'clock. Came out about 22. She was running a little hot. Got up to just over 300, probably 325. Again, brand new grill. First time using it. They run hot. They just do, everybody, which most people know. So I took the dampeners down just to about a 1 there, and then same here on the top. So, and we're looking at 275 degrees. yeah, so she's plugging along. Smells freaking awesome out here. An early Wednesday morning. Now I'll come back in another hour and take a look-see. Okay, 9 a.m. on a glorious Wednesday morning with the Bronco. I know this is all stuff you guys have seen before probably. Okay, where are we at? Kind of windy today. We're running about 275. Plugging along here. I did come out 30 minutes ago and adjust just a little bit. Again, it's just you know, playing around with her. I think I'm at just 2 right there on the exhaust, and the intake about 1. So I think in my last video or segment here that I'm recording, she was running hot and I went, whoa, Nelly. See what I did there? Bronco, horse. It was running a little hot, but again, I think I said before, new grill, she does that, but right now she's right there, locked in. Plugging along here. So 6:30 she went on. We're at 275, which is right about where I like it. 265, 275. I've done a ton of pork butts. I've been smoking about 25 years. Had many girls, but yeah, just recording the maiden voyage of the 2.0 Bronco Oklahoma Joe. Be back in a little bit. All right, here we are, 10 a.m. Coming back out, 275, still rolling. I did come out half hour ago, kind of a habit. I put it on at 6:30, so 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. So 3 hours, 3.5 hours. It was dropping a little bit, as it does when it starts getting real juicy. So I opened up the intake just a little bit, about 3/4 of a, I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter, a little bit. And she jumped back up to 275. So rolling at 275, we'll take a peek at her. I generally look at it, you know, between 4 and 6 hours, depending. Yeah, and we'll check it out when I come back. Still plugging along. Smells great, as you guys know. See ya. Okay, we're looking at 5 hours and almost 15 minutes. Made a few minor adjustments. We're looking just under 275. Open the intake a little bit. Open the exhaust stack all the way. I think I'm going to take a peek. Almost 5.5 hours, and whoa! Wow. Let's get a reading and see where we're at with my handy dandy thermal pen. As you can see, it's 61 degrees outside. Hi-ya! Well, about 160 degrees. There she goes. I'm just gonna finish her off, man. I'll check the charcoal basket in a minute. Okay, 6 hours in. It's now 12:30. Started at 6:30. I could tell I was getting low on fuel. I was using B&B briquettes on this run. Temperature started dropping, and as I opened it up, dampers more and more, so I could just tell I was getting low on fuel. So I added a few more briquettes pretty easily with the hatch. As you can see, open the door, grab your tool, pull them out, take the basket out or throw some coals in there, throw it back in. Just like that. And we close the hatch. A little push, a little lock. She's solid. So I'm gonna let it run. Lots of ways you could do this. You know, I'm finishing mine boat style. So I took the leftover injection, threw it in a foil pan, and cook it open faced for a while. I'll let that come back up to about 250, 275, let it ride. You can cover it in foil, you can butcher paper it, you can let it ride 100%. Tons of ways to do it, but this is the way I do it. So, but really cool, just to add a few more coals. I could have thrown it in the oven. Sometimes I get 9 hours out of a basket on the old Bronco. Sometimes I get 5. It all depends. Sometimes I use discount lump, Kingsford Professional. I prefer B&B briquettes, but it's really up to you what you like. So, and what's on sale, of course. So yeah, she's running pretty good, and we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we are at 7.5 hours. Let's get the old Thermapen. Remember I added a couple coals just to keep her going. I set it down to about 250, just letting it ride. I'm actually trying to cook it a little slower. I'm used to cooking it a little fast, but right now we're at 185 degrees on the butt. So I'm just gonna let it ride out, and then I'll wrap it up with tin foil right in the pan, throw it in a cold oven, shut the door, let it rest for about 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll pull her and eat her. So overall thoughts on the Oklahoma Joe Bronco 2.0 is fantastic. You know, again, it's a new grill, so you got to get to know the ins and outs, and plus they do burn hotter than a seasoned-in grill, as most will know. So take a bunch of cooks for it really to hang in there and burn less coals from all the seasoning it builds up inside. So I'm not disappointed at all. I really like it. I did not get paid, or they did not buy me a grill for this video. I just went and bought it, and I like to smoke. So hope you enjoy. Thanks a lot.